day of June 2023. This month is so smooth. Oh, wet, rainy. We're getting ourselves ready for some thunderstorms. But Bruce is here, and he's also here with another friend of the house. It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. But anyway, Bruce, welcome.
Thank you so much, Zubi. It's a great day, and I think the weather is telling us something.
Yes, it is. He's telling you to wear your rain boots.
Exactly what we all thought. Okay, so welcome everybody. Hello, Port Harcourt. Welcome to the Startup Show, where we believe startups from Port Harcourt can take on the world. And on today's show, we have a special topic. And our topics are usually very practical. Practical because we want to see impact. We want to see these things in your business and in your careers, and it's all about startup and technology. So for today's show, we want to look at a certain wave that is going on now, and it's specifically dedicated to women. Women, women, women. And we always say a lot of men are ambitious, but we also forget that there are a lot of women that are ambitious. And as the wave of tech is going, there are a lot of women that are getting interested in tech. So women are beginning to sing the song of tech, and the wave is blowing so fast that there are so many programs right now, so many opportunities, including funding for startups. A lot of things are directed to women specific programs. And so today we want to dive into discussing tech for women and also highlighting some things that may be interesting to businesses and you as a woman looking to get into tech. Recently, an organization called Women Techstars have trained over 2,000 women and they're looking to do 3,000 more, over 5,000 women. And they've shared these women to different businesses for uh, internship. And these ladies are beginning to grow careers in tech. We also have a lot of tech programs. Like Google has a program called the Women Tech Makers, WTM. We also have a program called Her Tech Trails. Her Tech Trails is a project that looks to train over 5,000 women, and they're in the seventh cohort right now. And the training is free. WTM training is also free. We also have Mentors, like the way you spell mentors, but right now is Mentors.
Yeah.
And Mentors is women mentoring women
Mm-hmm.
to build a successful tech career and a business in tech. So it's a very close community, and some men are not happy about how much these people are beginning to
We don't
form
care.
a cult group in tech, and they are beginning to create so much distraction for men. But yeah, there we go. So we have She Code Africa, and we will have an event coming up very soon called Ladies in Tech. Just ladies discussing tech careers, what they can build, supporting each other. So our guest today will soon be a usual suspect. She's a leader of the tech community in Port Harcourt, and she does everything women across the Niger Delta and in the country. She's a trainer to most of the tech women programs that you would ever come online.
I tell you.
She always speaking for women in tech everywhere, and anything tech and startups across the country, she is always involved. So we want to ask her some critical questions on how to support women in tech, how they can learn, how a lot of things in today's show. So please listen up if you're a woman interested in tech, a lady or a girl, or you're a parent looking to have a
Or
girl
a
child
husband
do
that has
something
a
in
wife
tech, or you're a
or
husband
sister.
that would look to get your wife interested in tech, or
Yes.
a brother looking to
Uh-huh.
get your sister in tech. I don't know why you people get so sensitive
I
about
tell
this
you,
women thing. Calm
it's
down.
exciting.
We're it's exciting indeed. Okay, so discussing this, we have the Theodora and Shola in the house. Please say hi.
Hi, Port Harcourt.
Okay,
I'm
I
so
think we're
excited. I don't
sensing
know.
your excitement right now.
It's palpable.
Yes, okay. I understand you're always interested and always excited to talk about women in tech. You lead a
Yes.
community of called the Women and Tech Study
Study
Community, which is
community.
a recent community you've created to deliberately support women to build a thriving career and business.
Mm.
And currently, you have over 200 women in that
Yes.
community
Yes.
doing this. So, my first question will be the most basic question, because just as everybody gets out of school and looking for a job or looking for what to do next. Some people are waiting. Most of them just jump online to Udemy or YouTube to learn something. Some of them are interested and don't even know where to start.
Mm.
So the very first question that would help us understand this is, as a lady interested in tech, how do I start?
Awesome. Actually, the word interest, I'm just going to pick on that. That's all you need to start, right?
Just to be
Just,
interested.
yes, just be interested. That's
Okay.
all you need to start, okay? Because I think one of the issues that a lot of women have is that, oh, it's complicated. Oh, I will not be able to do it. Oh, it's for the guys, right?
Yeah.
But all you need to start is that interest. And from there, you take on the next step, which is finding someone or finding a community where you can that can support you. All right, that can support you. So I will just leave it at that. Okay, so maybe when I talk on other things, I will pick areas that that can really support a woman to start. But the first and most important thing is just start, like
Just be
have
sure about
an
your interest.
interest.
Yeah.
Have
Okay.
an So I'm going to use my story as an example. When I got out of university and I wanted to start my tech career, I was to choose a programming language to learn, and guess the one I chose? Java, because I just liked it.
Okay.
Right? I just like the way it sounded. So all you need to start is interest.
Okay, so but there will be another concern. I'm
Yeah.
interested, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't know what to
I don't
learn.
know.
I don't know. There are too many things
Okay,
going on there. In
great.
fact, there's a lady
Mm.
that came to my office interested in tech and said she wanted to do data science.
Mm.
And when I started asking questions about data science, you did English and literary studies in school. So I don't think your math is that strong or you understand statistics enough.
Okay,
Are you
okay.
sure you can do
So
data
that's
science? That's
that's
when
what
she
I don't
realized,
want.
oh, data science, it includes maths. Would I have to do some? Oh, no, 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 no. I don't think I want to do data science
But
anymore.
she can.
So, but let's get to the point of how do I choose which part of tech I want to get involved in?
All right. So these days I use say I encourage women to start at every age, right? I currently have a mentee that is 40 years old. And one of her concern was, I'm old. I mean, I said, no, you're not old. Okay. So when you want to, after you have the interest,
Yeah.
now trying to figure it out yourself is is going to lead you, into more confusion, right?
Okay.
Error.
Yeah, because the internet
Error.
has too many things
Yes.
and you
Yeah,
might get
because
confused
yes,
choosing
it's
what to study.
overwhelming. It's
Yeah.
totally overwhelming.
Okay.
So, what you want to do is identify where you can learn.
Okay.
Identify where you want to learn. I say that because some people, some mostly women, they most of them are not self learners, right? We see men priding at, I'm a self-made or I'm self-learned,
Yeah.
but women, most of them are not. So identify where you can learn,
Okay. So
and
where
there
you
are a
can learn
lot of
can guide you to
options.
choosing what you should learn
Exactly,
too. Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
So when you share, now I go back to my story. Going that I love Java, I wanted to learn it was an error because that's not where to start. Do you understand?
Yes, exactly.
Exactly. Yes. So I tell you that yes, I have an interest. Okay. And when you identify where you want to learn, you will get guidance.
Okay.
You will get guidance. So that is very important. And luckily, these days you have opportunities to learn for free.
Okay.
Man, I paid to learn. I paid to intern. Right? Yes, I say it.
Okay.
And you have opportunities to learn for free. So identify. You go online to search, but taking on that learning journey all by yourself will be challenging. Will get you to go to different places before you find your way.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So identifying where, also identifying a community. There are quite a number of women community that support you
Okay.
to learn.
Okay.
All right.
So the things you should be searching for online is to first understand the different careers in tech, find where to learn, and those people can help explain the different things you can learn in tech.
Yes, yes.
And that explanation can help you choose
The
what works best
best.
for you to start your
Absolutely.
career as a woman in tech.
Yes.
But there's also a barrier to this training, because there may be a lot of people listening to us right now, and the only reason they've not started at all is because they believe they need a laptop. And because they don't have a laptop,
They say,
they
no
are
need.
thinking of sales, they are
No
thinking of
need.
going to work in one bar, or they're thinking of other things that they can do because there is no laptop and
True.
nobody is ready to buy them the laptop now.
True.
So the critical question now would be, do I really need a laptop to start a career in tech? Or are there other things I could learn? Because my phone is like iPhone 15. And
Oh man,
I
if you
should
have
be able
iPhone
to,
15,
it's more expensive than a
bigger
laptop.
than the laptop now. I mean,
So why can't that phone also introduce me to tech?
oh, it can.
Just saying.
It
So
can.
do I really need a laptop? And what skills can I learn with a phone since the laptop is not there, just because I want to get into tech?
Okay, so a good way to start is your phone, right?
Yeah.
As you advance, you will really need a laptop.
Okay.
But
Okay.
if you already have a phone that can connect to the internet, then you have what it takes to start.
Okay.
Really, you have what it takes to start. Now, there are different careers that that can ease your journey into tech.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'll put it this way. So digital marketing.
Okay.
Yes, digital marketing. Now you can break it down. That's where we have social media. That's where we have blogging. That's where we have content marketing.
Yeah.
But digital marketing can ease your way. You
Okay.
can actually learn that on your phone. You can
Okay.
start, all right,
Mhm.
on your phone. Now there are tools online, platforms online that already have been created to help you.
Okay.
And some of them, they have a mobile version.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
they
So
have
it's
a
not only for a
mobile.
laptop. You
Yes,
can also install it on your phone and
exactly.
use it to
To
learn and
learn
work.
and
Okay.
work. I mean, anyone can access their free code camp
Okay.
on their phone,
Okay.
and they're able to follow through.
The
Some of
trainings and the
yes,
programs.
they're able to follow through.
Okay, so you can learn with the phone while writing on your notepad
Yes,
as you go along.
yes,
Okay.
yes. And of course, you know that okay, that will be an investment, maybe to get a laptop in
Okay.
case you don't have somebody to get for you.
Okay.
That will be an invest, and you start working towards it.
Yeah.
Right. So there are different careers in tech. So in my community, we have 4 tracks.
Okay.
Our focus for this year is 4 tracks. We
Okay.
want people to get to study and get better in digital marketing, product design,
Okay.
product management,
Okay.
and data analytics.
Okay.
Okay.
And these 4 things can be done with the phone.
You can start.
You can start with the phone,
Yes.
but when you get to a
Yes, you
certain
can
level,
start
you may
with
need a
your
system.
phone. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So the thought of I do not have a laptop, so I cannot. Okay. I mean, let's just
That should pipe low.
yes.
Okay.
Start with your phone. Start with your phone, and then you start to put yourself together to get a laptop, to access a laptop, and keep building. It's a lifelong journey. So
Okay.
one of the things I also say when I talk to women is that don't say that, oh, let me just come and do this for 3 months and mind my business, right? The first thing you need to have,
My CV.
yes, yes, just have it in mind. Settle in and tell yourself, I want to do this as long as it takes, right?
Yeah.
You evolve as you go, right? But when you have that mindset of I want to do this as long as it takes, you settle in and you actually learn. But when you feel like, oh, let me just quickly do this, like you said, pad my CV or just go and, or mind my business or do something else, no, then that's a wrong way to start.
Okay. Oh, thank you so much for that. But I would want to add something. So I was recently invited to speak at the employability conference in Niger Delta University, and a lady came up to me and said hi. And she said she had met me 3 years ago when she just got into school, right? And she attended a tech event there in Bielsa, and she was asking me about how she can get into tech, learn stuff. But now she's a content manager for some businesses, and she just uses her phone with Canva.
Mm.
that when she started, she was doing it for free, and then later she started charging 1,000 per design, and now she charges 10,000 naira for 1 week, depending on how
I
many
mean,
designs you want in a week.
awesome.
And she's in 300 level.
And she uses Canva.
And she uses
Yes.
Canva on her phone.
On her
The
phone.
same Canva tool on the system is available on
On
phone.
phone.
So as a student, once you send her the design she needs to do, she stays in her hostel and just use her phone, draw the design you want to post on the social media. And after she's done with the designs, she shares them on WhatsApp with the person. And the person pays every week 10,000 naira. And she has multiple businesses she's doing this for at her free time.
Yes.
And I'm like, that's what you're doing now? Yes. And I started doing the math of.
It shocked you too,
It shocked me. No, it doesn't shock me.
But the
because I
way the
see it.
introduction started is the first thing for me.
Yeah.
Because she asked me, how can she get into tech? 3 years ago in a tech event, and we talked about it. And now this is what she's doing. And it was exciting. I looked at her differently, but she did not understand why I was looking at her like that. But I believe it started with that interest, definitely.
Yeah.
And then she found what she wanted to do easily and she could do with her phone.
Yes.
And right now she's getting overwhelmed with how many businesses she's creating content for. And these are very easy things with the same phone and the same data. So there's a lot you can achieve just with your phone getting into tech.
Yes.
And even some of the courses that you do on Udemy, YouTube, and all of that, they all have mobile versions on your phone. So you can learn on the phone, play the videos on the phone while writing your notes on a notepad. But it's not an excuse that you don't have a laptop. And if you want to also do your self-counseling by checking the different courses online and which one would best fit you, you can do that. So one of the tests I usually get people to do, especially in my office, is the 16personalities.com test. A test that tells you about yourself.
Is it free?
It's a free
it's
test.
free.
It's a free test. If you're listening in and you would want to take that test, you can visit the website. The website is 16personalities.com.
Is it like 1-6 or?
Yeah,
Yes,
1-6.
16personalities.com. 16personalities.com. Now, what this test does is just explain you to you. It starts by asking you to take a test. Don't worry, there's no pass or fail on the test. So it just asks you certain questions, and then it analytically derives a result that tells you that you're more introverted than extroverted. You're more prospecting than judging. You're more of a feelings person than an intuitive person. You're more of an assertive person than a turbulent person in decision making. So it just gives you a sense of who you are. So even when you're choosing that part of tech you want to get into, don't choose a path when you're so much of a fun person and you want to become a developer. You may not succeed in being a developer because developers are not that so much of an extroverted, fun people. No, they are more introverted, staying on their laptop, spending more hours getting into deep logical analytical thinking. So you must have to be a more thinking person than a feelings person. So doing this test can also help you make that decision. And then there are communities, tech communities that can help you also get this conversation, meet other tech people, and grow that. An example, in Port Harcourt, we have a tech community called Tech Port Harcourt. We have the Google developer communities. We have a lot of communities. We have over 40 communities. Yes, we had a tech group last year, December.
Is it Google developers community?
Yes, there's a Google developers community here. In fact, there are 2 Google communities here led by people from Port Harcourt. You have the Google developer community, and then you have the Google Cloud community. And then the Women Tech Makers is also a community sponsored. These 3 communities are sponsored by Google, and they have programs around the year teaching people tech and supporting people in tech.
How can someone like me get on board?
Okay, it's a WhatsApp group, but easily enough, because this community is owned by Google and is global, then there's a link online for you to join the community online. Then they'll introduce you to the local WhatsApp group where you can meet everybody here in Port Harcourt. Yeah, so you can just search for Google Developer Group GDG online, and then you would see the group for Port Harcourt.
Many things are happening in this world.
Oh yes, there's a lot happening. But one last thing I would want to say for ladies in tech, right, before we round up today's show, is that there are more chances that at home your parents would support a son getting into tech than a daughter getting into tech. And this reason, is because learning tech most of the times need you to go somewhere, learn stuff, go there frequently, spend nights, and so on. And you as a lady, you have a lot of errands to run in the morning. They can disrupt your day depending on the home you come from. And so, if you're a lady getting into tech, one of the advices I always give ladies getting into tech is have a family meeting. Yes, indeed. Family meetings still work. There are a lot of families that don't have meetings, but family meetings still work. Call your parents, tell them that this is what you want to do, and this is what it would, the value it will create for you. And what you need is their support. So the day you ask for transport, they understand why. It's not because you just made the decision on your own and then want to cut corners and attend these classes and so on. So deliberately have a family meeting where you explain to your parents what the value is and why they should support you on this journey. And once you do that, first they'll take it seriously because you called a meeting. Nextly, they would understand that it's coming from a place of deep interest and deep desire to become ambitious. So they will take you seriously and then support you. Then next, focus on it and then look for a community like the communities we mentioned that would support you to grow that career in tech. Any last words for us, Theodora?
Okay, so I know that a lot of times we think, you need to be young to start a tech career. Okay, but for maybe women, any woman listening to me, and you have some years of experience, okay, you can leverage on that years of experience to find a path in tech that you will fit in.
Good, because tech is in everything right now.
Yes, yes. Now it's gone are the days where we only have, tech companies, building tech or doing tech things.
Okay.
Right? These days, every organization is leveraging tech, is incorporating technology.
in what
That's
they
why,
do. Yeah.
that's why you cannot say you cannot learn it or you don't want to learn it or it does
Yeah.
not apply to you. It applies to everything. But what you need to know is you can leverage on your experience, even if all you've done is to have children and raise them. That is, you have project management skills innate. Yes,
Okay.
I tell you.
Yes, managing children is a
You
project.
manage. I'm telling you, you manage the home. Even
Nothing
if
more
that's
difficult.
all you have, even if
Yeah.
that's all you have, you can still pick up. And I also say that, the time that you invest in, learning and building a tech career, it always pays off. Okay, because it is one career that you can do in your home.
Yes.
From your home. Once you've, gone through that ordeal of
Yeah.
maybe coming out to really learn, you can now stay in your house and work
Walk.
and enjoy your money.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly. Exactly. So there's a lot that women can benefit from this, and just to add to that, there's time management for women.
Yes.
There's resource management, and some of these things that already happens naturally
Yes.
at home for married women and even ladies, right? So those skills can be put into understanding project management and a lot product management and so on.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much for coming on the show. This is the Startup Show where we discuss startups and technology every Tuesday, 9:30 prompt, where we talk about how you can grow your business and learn new things in business, grow tech careers, tech skills, and so on. Next Tuesday, we'll see you on the Startup Show. Thank you very much and signing out.